Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Audrey and today we're playing on my island of Gingersnap, and the idea here with Gingersnap is that I'm making a video on it every single day up until Christmas with the hope that I get it fully decorated. And today is day 15. It's Friday, which feels nice. It feels nice that, we've come to the end of a week. You know what I mean? Another week. You know what I mean? We've got like another week and some to go. I'm only nervous, like incredibly nervous. No, I think we're making good progress on this island, so I'm not actually that nervous about the whole thing. So it's totally fine. But today we have finally started on the Christmas market. I feel like I've been talking about this Christmas market for like a week at this point, and we have finally started it. So at this very moment, I'm making like a little letters to Santa post office situation. It's very cute when you see it. I was a big fan of what was going on while I was doing it. And I gotta be honest, this whole market situation, it has put me in like an Animal Crossing spiral because I'm excited about it, but I want it to be so good and grand that I was like, I'll never make it as good as what I have built up in my head. And so then I felt kind of paralyzed by it, and that's why I've been kind of talking about it but avoiding it, because I'm excited about it, but I'm also nervous about it. So I started it, and then I started to feel better about it. And also what's nice, if I build it and there's something I'm not super happy with, I can just go fix it. Isn't that crazy? So I don't know why. I just had a little bit of like paralysis when it came to it. But now everything's fine. My cat just came by to say hello. He likes to do this thing where I'm sitting at my desk. He like puts his paws on my arm and then stretches. It's really cute. I don't know why he does that. That's kind of new. He used to not do that, but that's a new little thing that he's doing. So yeah, anyways, this Christmas market, I've been so excited for it. I've seen other people kind of suggest it, and it was so fun and exciting that we're kind of coming up with similar ideas and we're seeing like the same vision, because this is our island. Okay, Gingersnap belongs to us. It does not just belong to me. It belongs to the both of us. And also last night I had another session of going to a ton of treasure islands, and I'll tell you why. So I usually like to film everything I do, but the last 2 times I've been going to treasure islands, I haven't really filmed it. It's like not that fun to watch me go to them, you know what I mean? So that's why I didn't show it. And also I was doing it for hours and hours and hours, and like I'm not gonna just post a video of me going to treasure islands. I feel like that's a waste of a video, you know what I mean? But last night I was watching a stream that Lil Branches Crossing did, and she was talking about how to like finish an island, like get an island to completion. Now I will say her advice was not about like speed running through an island like what we're doing here. She was not talking about a 30-day challenge. She was like, if you're doing a 30-day challenge, that's a whole different bear, you know what I mean? However, her advice did help me, and she talked about how having your storage full of items that like inspire you to design really helps. And she was so right, because I listened to what she said. I was like, you're so smart, Taya, you know what I mean? She's a genius. I talk about her all the time on this channel because she's an Animal Crossing genius, okay? I was like, you're so smart. So I spent like 3 or 4 hours just going to treasure islands and just filling my storage full of like the types of items that I want to have on this island. And it did help with this Christmas market so much, because then when I opened it, I didn't have to like think about what items I wanted to go grab. I just had them, you know what I mean? The items inspired me instead of me inspiring what items to get. It was beautiful. It was glorious. It was wonderful. And I think I'm even going to go get more like at some point, because it's so helpful. Like I had no idea. I wish I had done that from the beginning, but you live and you learn, you know what I mean? Next island, that's what we're gonna do. That's gonna be our method, our process. We're gonna fill our storage full of items that inspire us to build, because it makes it so much easier when you're like, I need something here but I don't know what, and you just go in your storage and you find the perfect thing and it's already there and it's already wonderful. My gosh, this was the best Animal Crossing advice I've ever been given. It may seem a little obvious, but I don't think it was. Like, I don't know, I've just always been like a I'll wing it. You know what I mean? I'll figure it out as I go. Kind of girly. You know what I mean? Because I don't like to have a hard and fast plan. That doesn't work for me. However, this is a different way for me to figure out as I go, and probably a more efficient way. So I was really glad that she gave that advice out there. Because man, finishing an island is hard. Like, I feel like once you do those like first like couple of builds that you have in your head, after that you're like, oh, what do I do? You know what I mean? I feel like planning the island and making the Pinterest boards, you know, that's the most fun part. But then like executing it, you're like, oh, this is a lot more than I thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? So that's why we're kind of nearing towards the end. Like, this market is huge. Like, you'll see, when I was first laying it out, I didn't even intend for it to be as large as it ended up being. But I was like, no, this needs to be big. This needs to be grand. This needs to be the build on the island. And so far, I only have like a little bit of it started. So far, I'm liking it. I'm seeing the vision. I might change up some things, some furniture items, but you know what? We have time. Because after this, like, I feel like we have like a good 2/3 of the island filled out, which is crazy to me. I was like, oh my god, I have so many more ideas and I have no room. And I feel like that's a good problem to have, especially like here on this island, because you know, we don't have forever. You know what I mean? We have until Christmas, and Christmas is 10 days away. That's crazy town. I can't even believe that. I can't believe it's so close. Oh, it makes me like a little emotional. Christmas season never lasts long enough, in my opinion. I just love the merriness and the cheeriness of it all. Ugh, I love the lights and the colors, and that there's decor everywhere. Oh my god, I love it. I just love a good decor. Also, obviously, we needed to have a little clearing out and terraforming section. I thought this little cliff here was going to be safe. It's not safe. No one is safe. I could even terraform it down further, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with the flow of the island in terms of like the neighborhood and how that, I don't know. Well, listen, we're gonna cross that bridge when we get to it. I like to wing it. We know this. If we've been watching for the past 15 days, we've learned that I just wing it. You know what I mean? And it's all worked out like pretty okay. Nothing has gone so horribly wrong that I've been like, oh my god, why did I wing it? You know, in that episode of SpongeBob when he's trying to write that essay and his house is like, why, SpongeBob? Why didn't you write your essay? I don't think that's gonna be me. You know what I mean? That episode was so demented. Like, did that live in anybody else's nightmares? It definitely lived in mine. Yeah. And he only had the written on his paper. That's me. Do you know how often I'm like, all right, time for me to get this project done, and then I just have the written, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm one word down. I'm you know, the inspiration will hit at any moment. But I think now that I have this started, I'm excited to keep seeing where we go. You know what I mean? And we're also laying down a lot of this brick path. I thought about getting one of those very grand looking brick paths and adding it down there. I have plenty of space for more custom design codes, but I don't know, I just felt it was more cohesive to have the same thing going on throughout the island. That could just be me making excuses to be lazy. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. You know, it's up to us to decide what, you know, if we think I did this out of laziness or if it was an actual like smart design choice. You know, you can decide on what I was doing and what I was thinking. But this, like, what I'm making right here is what I thought the size of the market was going to be, which is like, that's tiny. Like, I can't believe I thought, you know, oh, that's plenty of space. Brother, that's not enough space. And you know it, you know? So I make it way bigger. So I have a lot of little terraforming sections. And man, I know I complain about this literally all the time, and you're probably sick of hearing it. But why does terraforming take so long in this game? It's insane. I had so much decorating I wanted to do, but I didn't want to sit and play Animal Crossing for 5 hours. I had to get a video out for you guys. Like, it's not just me playing, it's us playing. You know what I mean? I can't just play by myself and not show you. Ugh, if I don't post it online, it didn't happen. And then also the challenge is to make a video every day, and I can't just leave you guys hanging. You know what I mean? I could never do that. So yeah. But yes, I'm so excited to see more of this island like come together and like walk through it. And I definitely think I'm gonna have time to like, if I'm not 100% happy with something, go in and like fix the little details, you know, because the details, they just make it, you know what I mean? They make it. So anyways, while we watch this montage of me placing down paths that I'm sure is so entertaining, do you guys read any books? Like, are you guys on Book Talk? Because I know all the people that read all the books and everybody talks about them, and and I kind of want to be a part of it, like the romantasy, everybody's so into those, but like I feel like I am illiterate. When I was in like high school and middle school, I read so many books. Like I read all the books that were poppin' and trendy at the time. I read books that weren't even poppin' and trendy at the time. I just loved to read. I read all the time. And then I started going to college and I just became illiterate or something. I don't know what happened. No, I think what happened is I had to read all these boring college texts, and I did not want to spend my free time reading more, you know what I mean? But now I'm just like, I can't get into reading unless it's like manga. I can read all the manga on planet Earth. It's so easy. I mean, I guess it's just like how quick it goes by. I don't know. Maybe I just need to find a really good book that like captures me. But every time I try, I'm just like, I can't. Like when Where the Crawdads Sing was big, I tried to read that. I couldn't do it. I could not pay attention. I couldn't visualize what was going on. I was struggling so hard. So I just got the audiobook and I listened to the audiobook, and I don't know if I loved it, but I didn't hate it. That's my official review of Where the Crawdads Sing. Anyways, I am making a little photos with Santa area. And of course, it took a lot of deliberation on where everything should be and how it should be placed. We've seen me build by now. We know how this goes. And the rocking chair is not going to be the chair that's going to stay there. I'm going to do one of those like big throne looking chairs, you know? But I didn't have one on me, and I just needed a chair. So that's what we did. I thought it worked that way, so that's what we have this tiny little dinky little rocking chair there. But we will add a more extravagant looking chair eventually. But this is where I realized I wanted the photos with Santa to be in the center of the market, and this was like definitely all that whole spot almost. It took all of it. So I was like, yeah, this market, we're gonna have to extend her out. We're gonna have to make it huge. Okay, it's gonna be ginormous. All right. So that's kind of the situation going on with that. And I love that nuptial bell. I feel like that's such a perfect Christmas item. I love the like gazebos and that nuptial bell, like those big items. I love them, but I'm just really not good at executing them. I don't know why. I think it's because like they are the main piece, and for some reason my brain doesn't want them to be the centerpiece, but they are the moment, and I need to acknowledge that. So I guess I'll figure that out more. Maybe I'll play with it. I don't know if I have the space to play with it at this point, based on what I want to do. We still have 5 more villager homes and Able Sisters and the campsite to put down. And we have like, maybe like less than half of the island to go. I'm tempted to just completely get rid of the river, but I don't know. I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself. You know what I mean? Like we only have so much time, so I can't I can't have all these big lofty goals, or else I might shoot myself in the foot and I might not actually complete the island. So we're just gonna take it day by day. I'm gonna be here every day, so it's gonna be easy to take it day by day, you know what I mean? So it's totally fine. But I did have to clear out this cliff up on here, so we have some more clearing out and terraforming time. It's everybody's favorite time. And also, poor Lobo was right in my way. I love him, he's very cute, but like, brother, can you go on your little walk somewhere else? And also, I don't know how we got up there. Like, there's no way up there. How did you get up there? I mean, like, I know it's a video game, but sincerely though, like, if we were thinking about this, there was no way up, and he was just stranded there now. He lives there now. He's stranded. But yeah, we love terraforming. We love how long it takes. I'm sure you guys love hearing me complain about terraforming. But would I be an Animal Crossing player if I didn't complain? I was also looking at the map to see how much of the map left I had to go. I like doing that. It makes me feel good to see things, like visualize things like slowly getting completed. You know what I mean? It feels good. I feel like I'm accomplishing things, you know? But anyways, back to book talk. I keep seeing all these romantasy, you know, genre people, and I want to be a part of it. And I know you could just be like, Audrey, just like pick up a book and read it, but it's not that simple, okay? I am illiterate. I'm not illiterate. I just I don't know, it feels like a lot. Maybe I don't have the attention span for it anymore. I don't know what happened to my brain to make me completely unable to pay attention to a book for a long period of time. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Maybe I should just like quit complaining and just read a book. And I guarantee if I just read one, like, it would get me like over that hump. You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of my problem. Also, this photos with Santa area was not where I wanted it to be, so I had to scooch it on over. And now, could I have just picked up all the items and placed them, and that probably would have taken a lot less time? Yeah, I could have done that, but that would make sense. And like, when do I do things that perfectly make sense? You know what I mean? I don't feel that you'll often see me doing that. And also, I just wanted to make sure it was like placed. I don't know what I wanted to make sure. I'm like coming up with why I did the weird thing that I did. I don't know why I did that, but it felt good. It felt right at the time. You know what I mean? So that's why I did it. I also don't have enough party lights arches, plain party light arches. Is that how the item is said? It's okay. It doesn't matter. Those are one of the best, if not the best item in the game. I'm so glad they added that. Oh my God. Mwah, chef's kiss item. The little light bulbs, it's everything. I love it. But yeah, I have run out, so I do need to go pick up some more. There's quite a few items that I'm like, ooh, I need to go grab some of those. So there will be more treasure islanding for me. I don't think we're gonna do it together, but for me there definitely will be some more in the future, because oh my gosh, it just makes decorating just so much better. Which I should have seen coming. I should have known, but I don't know. I just I can't handle the truth sometimes. You know what I mean? It's my fault. I'm not a perfect person. You know what I mean? What's that Hoobastank song? And the reason is you. Does it open with him saying I'm not a perfect person? I don't know. Do we know what I'm talking about? That song played on the radio every day of my life for like a good, I don't know, 5 years. I feel like every time you turned on the radio, that song played. You know, back when I used to have to listen to the radio because I didn't have, like, my car didn't connect to Bluetooth. Man, those were dark ages. I'm so glad we live in modern times and I don't have to listen to the radio. I can instead listen to my phone and my own music exactly when and how I want to listen to it. It's so much better. But does anybody else remember that song being on the radio all the time? Or did you even listen to the radio, or were you cool and had like CDs and stuff like that in your car? Because I was not cool. Also, like, you know, XM radio, is that what it's called? That's cool. I always thought that was really cool. I feel like it's already out of style because, you know, we all just Bluetooth into our cars. We all have like Apple CarPlay or whatever, but that was cool. You know what I mean? They had so many cool different types of radio stations. And I thought that was neat, you know, back in the day. I'm talking like I'm old. I'm not even that old, but you know, you get what I'm getting at. Things are different. Things are always changing. You know what I mean? One day, you know, in the future, we're all going to sound old. Every person is going to sound old at some point, so it's fine. I do think it's funny though when people get like offended that like kids these days like don't know what like a Nintendo DS is or something. I'm like, yeah, the time passes, brother. That's how this works. You know what I mean? It's so much better that they don't know what a Nintendo DS is. You know what I mean? They have Minecraft on their iPads, okay? We had a Nintendo DS that we hid under our pillows so our mom wouldn't know that we were playing our Nintendogs all night. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. At least I think so. I don't know. That's how things go. You know, time passes and people don't play the Nintendo DS anymore. Maybe they played the 3DS. No, the 3DS is gone now, which makes me a little sad, but also like I wasn't playing it. I can't be sad that they got rid of it when I definitely wasn't playing it. But you know what I most certainly was not playing was the Wii U. I was not a Wii U person. Anyways, before we get down that rabbit hole, we're nearing the end of the video, which is so exciting. I know we didn't finish the whole build. I know that's not very satisfying, but it's okay because I'll be back tomorrow. So subscribe if you want to be notified when my next video comes out. It's coming out tomorrow, just so you know. I think that's pretty exciting. Yes, the music is by Demon Gummies, and like the video if you liked it, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
I know nobody likes me. Why do we have to have a holiday season to